the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to work. Touchdown, L.A. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 27.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Ready.
2nd and 14.
Right. Yellow, blue.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Now Younghoe Koo, who of course used to kick for the Chargers, on for the field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they too were able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, "Go long, go get it, big man."
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Stevenson now is going to bring this out.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ball red. Blue black. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Ready.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. Touchdown! Damiere Byrd. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are back within a score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 and 13-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more management play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Here's Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60 as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Falcons 10. Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Come on, set, red, yellow.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
43 rail.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Finding space at the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 37, Falcons 17. Justin Hopkins, the kickoff for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On the ready.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Black ultra. White. This. Mega. Black.
They'll drop to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready, cut. Green Jacks. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Stevenson now. He's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Ball red. Watson, 6. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. 142 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're...
Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer,
a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need...
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ready up.
Second and 1. He's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run with Patterson.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
One more time with Patterson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Herbert on first down now. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point,
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got Allen.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown!
Austin Eckler.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is... He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Justin Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert throwing again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. They'll run with Patterson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Patterson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Again, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 43 yards. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 48. Falcons 38.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
2nd and 6. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go. 6, measure. Field track. Green back.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught by Pitts. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Charles